Hi, Tom Cole, the coach for Steve Taylor Community Connection, and certainly an honor to be with an extremely talented young man in our Toledo area. He's always, you've known him in many different facets. As a great broadcaster on the radio and with the Mud Hens, and he's Mr. Broadcaster on BCSN and done so many, a myriad of things. But now he's also the marketing man for an incredible organization, Cross, but the Victory Center. I think everybody knows about the Victory Center. You know, I think, Griff, you've done your job there, but if there is one person roaming around in northwestern Ohio that doesn't know what the Victory Center is, can you kind of give us a feel for that?
Absolutely, Tom, and guys, thanks for having me. And the Victory Center has been around for 27 years. First of all, everything we do there is free. I think that's the first and foremost. When somebody calls up and they say that their doctor referred them, that's the first thing I say, because people that have cancer have enough to deal with. They've got appointments, they've got bills, they've got obviously stress. One thing you don't have to worry about, you don't have to pay anything when you come to the Victory Center. So what we do is we provide non-medical support for cancer patients and a wide array of services. We offer one-on-one services like massage, reflexology, facials, energy work, Reiki, things like that. We also provide support groups. We provide art therapy groups. We provide aquatic classes, yoga, counseling, which is very important, one-on-one counseling. So all of those things mixed in. We have art therapy for kids, for kids and parents that are dealing with cancer. So all of those things are free. We have 3 locations now, well, 2 and 1 coming. This is big news, actually, just announced. We've got one right next door to where we're sitting right now at Mercy Health, our main location in West Toledo at Central and Reynolds, and then we're gonna get a new location in Defiance coming up in February of 2024, starting off slow, a couple of days a week, but we have people that drive from Bryan, drive from Napoleon or Defiance. Now it's gonna be right in their backyard.
Griff, would it be safe to say that, you know, unfortunately had family members that have had cancer. I have some idea what that entails. The mental part of it, I feel like you work so much on the mental part of it to try to get people in a good, I hate to use the phrase headspace, but to get them in a good spot so that their body can fight the cancer when they're going through treatments. Because I would think if you're mentally crossed, you know, not upbeat about it, that I'm gonna get better, it's gonna work, that maybe that doesn't work as well for them.
Yeah, I've heard that many times at the Victory Center, where somebody will come in and they're down, obviously they're depressed, you know, why me or whatever. And that positive, you know, vibe, if you will, really does help. And we provide that, whether it's through the support groups, talking to somebody that's going through what you're going through.
And they're doing okay now. You know, when they're doing well, I mean, that's a living example.
You see a light at the end of the tunnel, like I can get through this. And, you know, and I'll say when people come in and I'll talk to them, I'll listen all you want, but I'm not going through what you're going through. So to have somebody that, you know, can talk to them, whether it's counseling, support group, that's very important. And it's not just the family, it's not just the cancer patient, the person that has cancer, it's the family too. The spouses, the kids, they're all going through it too.
It's a sense, I think, Cross and Griff, a validation of, okay, I'm going through this and I'm on a journey right now, but I'm not alone. I've got my friends here at the Victory Center and they've seen successes. People have gotten through to the other side, and I'm going to be one of those too. I would think it's a validation in a sense.
Absolutely it is. And you know, it's one of those things where I hear this all the time, where somebody will come in those doors, they'll have a service, they'll come for arch or whatever it is, and they'll come in and they're kind of down and I didn't know if I wanted to come, not feeling that great or whatever. And then an hour and a half later, and they're walking to their car, they've got a smile on their face. And it's like, all right, we did it. We got them through the day, and, you know, on to the next. And that's what it's all about.
Your passion obviously lies in the health and well-being of other people. And that's really, really fascinating. We are so proud here at Taylor Automotive family to have a community partnership with you. So our partnership is very valued for all of us. So I really, really appreciate it. But the one question I want to ask you is, out of all the great services you offer to our community, just give us some of the most important you think. I know maybe self-confidence may be one, or working one-to-one. Just give me like the 3 main services that you're?
Sure. I mean, I would say that, if I were to break it down, one thing that to answer that question that I didn't even bring up, and it's so important,
Yes.
is wigs. We provide wigs, and that's
Oh, I need one of them.
I need one too.
I mean, you mean a real wig?
Yeah, and that's such an important thing.
Yeah,
and I'll give you a quick story. There was a young woman that she had a wig appointment. Called her because she was late, and I think it was 11:05, and she was supposed to be there at 11.
Right.
So I called her and I said, "Hey, just checking in to see if you're still coming for your wig." Immediately started crying. Said, "Oh my God, I thought it was at 1. I didn't know it was at 11." And so I'm like, "No, it was at 11. And so she said, "Oh my gosh, it's my birthday today, and this was going to be a present." And she was distraught.
Right.
Sure.
And so I called the volunteer who had left that was going to do the wig fitting, and I called her and I said, "Is there any way that you can come back?"
Yeah.
And this volunteer, and our volunteers are wonderful, came back to the Victory Center, came back from home. The woman came in at like 11:30. She got the wig, and she was by herself. She went in, got the wig, and she called me in. And I went into the wig fitting room, and she looked at me, and she had a wig on, and she had another wig next to her. She said, "Which one? Which one do you like?" And I looked at her, and I said, "You really want my opinion on hair? Like, I'm probably not your guy." And she looked at me dead in the eye, and she goes, "Well, right now, you're all I've got."
Oh,
So,
wow.
I felt honored that I was able to pick that wig for her. She was so happy. And that's a good example
Yes.
of a great service that we provide.
Wow.
It's been a pleasure to know you through the years, Jace. I talked about all the great work you do in the community as a broadcaster. Now the great work you're doing at the Victory Center. Your wife is a wonderful teacher. Nothing better than that. You've always been a family that's given back. Cross, they've always given back to our community and made a difference. And we're proud to partner with you. And Steve's gonna write a check to also contribute to the Victory Center. But if somebody out there has somebody that the Victory Center would help, they think would help, what is a simple process, isn't it, Griff?
It is an incredibly simple process. You can call us, 419-531-7600. We're open 8 to 4 every day, Friday 8 to 3. You can call anytime. You can stop in. We're on North Republic, just north of Central, or Mercy Health right next door, soon in Defiance. But just call, and we get those calls all the time where people will call and they said, "I was just at the doctor's office. They told me about the Victory Center. What is it?"
Yeah.
And I give them the quick spiel. They come in for what we call welcome orientation, which is just a half an hour or so where we kind of go through all of our services. Then you're in the system, and then you could start signing up for all the services. And we tell people to try all the services because some people everyone knows what a massage is.
Right.
But they may not know what reflexology is, where they're
Right.
massaging your feet, or Reiki, energy work. Try them all. Maybe something will click with you and will help you. So it's real easy. Call us, 419-531-7600. And if you know somebody that has cancer and maybe they're hesitant about it, just give us a try and see what we can do.
And just in case somebody can't call you, is there an email address for you guys?
You could email me if you'd
Okay.
like. jgriffin@thevictorycenter.org. JGRIFFIN@thevictorycenter.org. And I'd be happy to contact you. And like I said, everything's free. So, it's a good place.
Griff, it's an honor to have you here. Thanks so much for all that you do in your community work.
Thank you.
And at the Victory Center.
Appreciate it, guys.
We match up very well
Yeah, right?
with
Yeah.
the head. You are my brother.
That's classic.
Tom's fortunate. He's still got a head full of hair.
Right.
Tom Coley, coach for Steve Taylor Community Connection. Thanks so much for being with us.